Hi, and good morning, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy morning to watch me improvise this speech, all while licking the hair that is protruding from the upper region of my lip. It's absolutely disgusting, and I did just do that. And oh boy, I must be shameless. This is awful. You know, if you don't already know, I encourage you guys to get to know me. You feel me? Now I'm gonna talk about something way less serious. We just made 2 videos talking about, you know, the F word and the S word. I'm not even gonna say them in this video. You know, let your mind wander, or I think it'd even be better if you're not already subscribed to make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up. You feel me? Seriously, to all my people out there, like, show a brother some love. You feel me? And I'm just saying that, like, you should give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You know what I mean? I really just want people to engage with the content. So just as equally as I want people to like the stuff that I put out, it really, I guess, doesn't really matter, because so long as you're engaging with it. So thanks again for watching my show. I really do appreciate it. Don't let me insult you while I'm in character, alright? Or even when I'm not in character, because when I'm not in character, I'm just a dumbass. When I am in character, I guess I'm still a dumbass, but it doesn't really matter, because right now I want to talk about some of my future intentions. I want to talk about 3 videos a day, and I also want to talk about how I'm kind of sad about the shower vlogs. So let's just get right into it. My intentions. So earlier on, in the middle of one of the videos that I just made, I made my intentions pretty clear, and I'll throw it up in the title of this video. But I don't know what today is, and I don't know how long it'll take me to get it done, but I do want to debate Ben Shapiro. Okay, so here's the thing. Mr. Shapiro, the comments on my page are off, my man. I mean, I really feel like I'm just doing my job, and I'm trying to, like, report to people, like, the pertinent and information they need to know to, like, make the best decisions that they need to make. Like, they have the best way to make those decisions, the most knowledge available to them and so forth. And anyways, I want to debate you. And I almost feel as if you don't think that I have the credentials to, like, debate you, but I'd stop short there, my friend, because I can assure you that I do have the credentials to debate such a guy. And, I am in character here, and I keep saying that or whatever. It's almost like I gotta remind myself, but either way, with all due respect, my intentions as I set forth here on this day in September of 2025 are that I will debate Ben Shapiro, and that I look forward to it. Again, I've done nothing but compliment the man. I have nothing bad to say about him, and only thing I want to do is debate the guy. So those are my intentions, and now I'm done talking about that. Because seriously, we're going to make that happen. I don't know how yet. I don't know what it's going to take, but it will happen. And, I think at that particular time, it'll do me a lot better than it'll do him, because in that competitive way, I really feel as if I absolutely will be the victor in that good old formalized, Lincoln Douglas style debate. He knows what I'm talking about. So super nerdy talk, but I'm just saying, done with that part of the video. 3 videos a day. So this is my 3rd video today. I'm going to try and keep it short, try to keep it right at around 10 minutes or so, because it's not like a normal social commentary, Albert, complaining about the world and wanting to get some help to try and solve some problems kind of a thing. It's just that I have been kind of busy, and it takes a lot of energy, it really does. I can't tell you, both like mentally and physically. I mean, it's a whole production. I know it doesn't seem like it, because it's not really. I mean, although it is, I do not have a script. I have no help. I mean, not in the way that I need it, right? Like with the videos, in that, I mean, even my roommate, I need like a professional video. I need professional help. You know what I mean? And it's sort of like, the whole point of this channel, and the whole point of my life, and the whole point of anything that I do is to try and make the most out of nothing. Again, vlogs about nothing. I live my life according to some very basic principles. And so I don't, want to ever feel like this is too much work. And anytime that I feel like it's even remotely too much, I back away. And so I feel like with those things being said, lately it's taken me a while to get back into the swing of things. And I think I've said that, or maybe not, in a video that I've posted. I hate repeating things that I've already said, unless they're socialist things, which I say all the time. You guys should treat each other fairly. Universal basic income, things like this, you know. Anyways, the 3 videos a day, I can't. I've made well close to 1,500 videos in the last year and a half, and that has been difficult. You know, that is all with the 3-month break, 3-month sabbatical, where I then threw myself into an even more stressful situation. So yeah, that happened, and then now we're here, and now I'm publicly acknowledging that I live every single day as if I wake up in a dream, as it concerns my current occupation and you know, the kind of opportunities that I'm being given in an industry that is far-reaching and you know, just again only requires a good attitude and a lot of hard work for sure. Again, here, I'm the guy. I'm saying, like, I don't want to work. It's about nothing, you know. My whole point in life is to be a joke and to entertain you, and those things are true. But at the end of the day, even in character mode, I must admit that I do sometimes work a little too hard, you know? In that, I mean, there's a reason why I've never been married. I don't have a girlfriend. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ. And it's not just because of this face, you know? There are other reasons. I'm just joking with myself. I'm just joking with y'all. You feel me? That's what I do, right? I feel like a lot of entertainers, notably, you know, again, myself included, admitting this, right? Again, like, I'm sure that each and every one of my videos will be dissected to the absolute, you know, fullest, as if they aren't already, I'm sure. You know, what's that memory machine online called or something? I am more than certain that my digital footprint here in the last 15 years or so is enough to last many lifetimes, right? And so I say these things because I've made a lot of mistakes, you know. I've been pretty public about my my shortcomings and so forth, and moreover, again, I feel like a lot of people, I know that myself, I can speak for myself alone, I do a lot of what I do, and I've chosen to do what I do as a career because it is kind of an escape. It is. Escapism is real, you know, and I'm not sure, I think that if, you know, it gets too far, that it's probably some sort of mental health kind of a thing. Not to joke with that stuff, but I'm seriously saying, right, like, I'm openly admitting that, like, yeah, you know, I like being able to escape, and I mean, who doesn't, right, in terms of just, like, you know, putting yourself in a different kind of a persona, you know, and talking or performing, and that's what I like doing, you know. It's the only thing that I'm even remotely good at. This is what I tell myself anyway, but nonetheless, you know, I feel as if I'm like short in a lot of other ways, like building, you know, like long-lasting interpersonal relationships and stuff, and instead of like trying to fight that, you know, I just try to like embrace it now that I'm getting older, and I try to be honest with myself that there are some expectations that I've set forth, you know, that are pretty high, and I gotta stay focused, you know. I mean, it's been pretty public that I went through an addiction a couple of years ago, something that I'm not proud of, you know. Again, I can only speak for myself when I say that I have had an opportunity now to, in the last couple years, really reevaluate what it is that I think I need to be doing in my life, and I've found a way to cope with my need to escape, right, in a world that is pretty crazy. We can get pretty crazy out there, you know. And honestly, you know, I sometimes, and I tell like my buddies in this and stuff, it's just like, I can't not be a socialist. I can't not, you know, want to continue my future political aspirations. I've been working on being a public speaker, an entertainer, you know, for a long time. Moreover, I've been working on being a politician for damn near all my life, and that has been something that has low-key really driven me to, I guess, make some really big mistakes in my life so far as, like, when I was younger and stuff. But again, we all are imperfect and we all make mistakes, and I, again, am just happy to continue to have the opportunity to, breathe air and be alive and experience this kind of sentience and whatever. Again, I'm not gonna try and get too nerdy with it, but life can be a beautiful thing. It can also be a terrible, tragic thing, and I feel like it's a roller coaster ride. I think it's fair to say that the full range of human emotion is a healthy thing to embody, and it's a healthy thing to embrace even when it's bad. And I will, I'll continue to make these videos. I've set my intentions. I've talked about the 3 videos of the day, and I guess now I have nothing else to talk about. There's so many more things to talk about, but just kind of a little personal video I thought I'd throw towards y'all. I really appreciate it. The channel this week did phenomenal, like fabulous. I kind of look at it on a weekly basis, and this week was good. I really appreciate all the new people who've found the channel and are now a part of the community. It's a slow process, but it'll happen, and I look forward to it. Again, I can't stress to you guys enough how focused and dedicated I am to you. Moreover, I can't not acknowledge either that I'm getting, a lot of benefits from this relationship too, and I always will, right? That's just kind of something that's not acknowledged as much when people try and do the things that they do, and I'm grateful for all of it, all of it, and that's just, I want to feel like that, forever, and I want to continue to challenge myself and to stay positive and to stay away from dumb things, and it doesn't matter if it's like toxic people or a person or relationships. I really, none of that is my concern. I'm so focused on trying to be a part of something, to try and lead something that can be real impactful, and at the cost of my own, sort of personal life in every way that you can imagine. Whether that is those very close interpersonal relationships that I've screwed up, or anything at all remotely in that kind of fashion. I'm here to do a job, and my job is to do this, is to publicly talk about all of the things that I feel like need to be talked about, so that I may be given another wonderful opportunity by the people of this country to continue to do what it is that I love to do. And again, I guess in the future that is more of not just like entertaining or being a part of like a fictional sort of industry, but also being able to make a real move into socialist politics, like IRL, and to really do that, And these videos, they help me grow, and it helps in so many other different ways. So again, thank you for watching my videos. All right, hey, all right, guys, I do that all the time, and I do it for a reason, right? Like, it's important that I like distinguish myself between the character that I'm trying to sell you guys. And keep in mind, right, that I'll be completely honest with you guys all the time. Seriously, like, lying, again, at this point, I think if you lie in the digital age, like, you're kind of already, like, you're already done. And I get that. Trust me. I've been on the internet for, like, 28 years or something, and I understand how all of this stuff works, and I just, while I'm in that kind of a character, and even when I do ultimately do the things that I do, right, whether it's you see me on a screen in some other kind of a way, doing some other kind of a thing, or giving a public speech to you in your public community, like, yeah, I'm the first person to admit that all is an act, right? It's all an act. Everything is mostly an act, guys. I'm sorry, but I just feel like it's important to acknowledge that. And moreover, like, what are you trying to act about? You feel me? Like, that's really the question for me. It's not really like, I don't care, I get it. Politicians, they're acting, the guy at McDonald's making you your Big Mac is acting, the guy that's pretending to care about strangers and their inability to get along in a community that is targeted, to be exploited. And I'm talking about like social workers and stuff. I'm talking about like it's just anybody I feel like can relate to some of the things that I talk about, and it's just really important that we have these conversations and that when we're acting, we understand that we're acting, and that, even if it's like acting in a way that we are like that kind of social worker, like that's a good kind of act. You feel me? It shouldn't be an act that's needed, right? I don't really think like that. I really feel like, or it should be little to none needed, right? Just because communities should be taken care of by the government, all these things, again, systemic racism, social injustice, these things are actually reality, fascism, the status quo, whatever it is, black budget spending, your tax dollars paying for weapons that commit literal government-sanctioned unaliving around the world on a perpetual basis, all these different things. I think about them a lot, and again, it's just when I'm in acting mode, I'm acting for a good cause. Please, you all understand that I'm trying to do what's best for the community, and I really do. I wouldn't act IRL out in the world as a politician if I wasn't really sold on the ideas that I'm selling you, because at the end of the day, I really feel like you got to look at what that person gets from that particular thing. And again, like I don't want money, I don't want fame, I don't want any of the things that and I would admit it if I did, you feel me? Like, I'm a pretty shameless guy. I'd be like, yo, I'm trying to be famous, yo, I'm trying to be rich, but I'm not, like, I'm really not. And I really feel like that's a good thing. That's a good thing for constituents. That's a good thing for most people out there, right? Is the idea that somebody who wants to lead this country is just another one of you guys, and I have no vested interest in doing anything other than making this country a better place, and if that means I gotta put on my acting shoes and sell it to hundreds of millions of people, then that's what I'm gonna do, but keep in mind, again, that very spirit of my character is driven by this guy, by me, and I really care about what I talk about, and I really do advocate for nonviolence, and I really just want to be as diplomatic as possible with other foreign countries and stuff. It is really all about that. And at the end of the day, I'll always tell you guys, right, that I'm just like doing my job, and that's really important that I distinguish that for myself, and I do that for you guys, because I want to be really good at doing my job, and again, I'm not the guy. Usually when I have jobs, I want to be the best, and that's an honest answer, right? So again, there's a lot of different kinds of positive things that we can all get from one another, and specifically your relationship with me. And so I encourage you guys to get to know me, I make these little fun videos all the time. I don't have my contacts in, so I'm looking at the clock on the video. We're getting on about 20 minutes. I hope that you guys have a really good day. Thank you so much for watching my videos. It's a pleasure to get to know all of you. Seriously, it really is. I hope that sometimes you laugh, or sometimes you think, or sometimes you just, that you find some kind of helpful thing, from this channel and this kind of content. Otherwise, why are you watching? Anyways, I'm just kidding. I hope that you guys have a really awesome day. But no, I'm really not. Why would anybody do something that they don't want to do? Or like, I've never understood this. No, you don't have to watch these videos. But if you do, again, hit the thumbs down, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you're a subscriber. I really appreciate that. I promise I know how to talk. Anyways, have a really good day. Bye.